What up, you lab rats? Okay, I had to put my hair up because it's really hot in here for some reason. You ever wake up from a nap and you wake up like sweating, you're really, really hot because you took a nap and you're like, God damn, but you felt good at the same time. Never mind. Okay, so in this video, I want to talk about getting sponsored. So I've had the opportunity to work with Clarity, and they are a nutrigenomics based I guess fitness and health company, and they're like an MLA company, MLA company. So Amway, Avon, Beachbody, Shakeology, all those kinds of businesses. That's how they run their business. And I'm sure that there are differences and whatever. I don't understand them all. That's not the purpose of this video. The purposes of this video is to explain to you guys how important it is to network, okay? And that's how you really get sponsorships. How I got sponsored does not match my everything that I've seen in my world of like podcasting and video creation from my own little world of sponsorship understanding. It didn't match anything that I was familiar with. How it works for me is that, I'll just tell you the deal. Clarity is sponsoring a certain amount of money for me to go to Podcast Movement, do my thing. I'm going to be speaking there. I'm going to hold a small, intimate lab rat only meetup, like my audience only, and basically whoever else wants to come and learn about video, like do a little free talk on video, do a little free workshop boot camp on video marketing, and also talk about Clarity. So, and have that really, kind of, I guess, audacious, like I'm gonna have a Clarity shirt, I'll have a Clarity hat, and I'll say that this talk is brought to you by Clarity, and I'll speak on it a little bit, and that's basically it. But I get to go into my spiel and talk about my thing, which is video. And so that's the relationship that I have built with Clarity. And so never before would I have done this with any other company, just willy-nilly. I'm surprised that it's an MLA company because their business model just doesn't match how I would like to engage with my customers and my clients and audience and whatever. So regardless, I really believe in not only, I haven't tried all their products, I've tried 2 of their products, which I really like. I take them daily. But the people behind the businesses are good, really good people. They've done really well in their life. The founder, Robin, I met her. There's no pressure to feel one way or another. And I just assumed that maybe I don't have to feel a certain way, like be more prim and proper or whatever, but she totally allows me to be me. And so I love that. And Jonathan, who I met via Facebook some time ago, and now leading to this relationship. So the people behind Clarity, and I'm not saying that there isn't more people. There's plenty of people behind Clarity that I've met and talked to, but the whole team over there and the whole culture is very nurturing of my own personal brand. So I don't feel stifled in any way or pressured in any way to do this or to do that. I can do everything the way that I want to do it, and they just give me complete control at how I want to put forward my own brand and Clarity's brand. So I love that, and I want to talk about how do you guys get to have those opportunities and create those opportunities for yourself. And I would say that was kind of random, but it all stems from starting from a good place, right? So this is the number one thing that I tell a lot of people getting started in like any kind of new business is to make friends, start networking, right? Like make friends. And I want to give a little caveat right here, which is, yes, make friends, meet as many people as you can that you can possibly stand. But at the same time, if you could filter that, because you're going to meet a lot of people and not every single one of them is going to be like a gem, right? And that kind of just takes trial and error. But there are a couple of things that you can look out for as far as filtering who's going to be good for you, who should be allowed to come into your circle, and who should maybe stay on the outlying edges. Like, you can be cool with everybody, but you want to keep, you want to filter those gems as much as possible. That way you're getting the best influence too, because what is Jim Rohn saying? You are the result of the 5 people that you hang out with most, right? So number 1 is just trust your gut. Just trust your gut. Like, there's nothing wrong with going with that trusty gut. Trust your gut, okay? Number 2, just pay attention to their reputation. I've built my business on reputation alone, I feel like. I think that's why I've gotten people to invest in me and to believe in my cause, is because my reputation. And reputation is a lot. So you always have to be mindful about what you're putting out into the world, your content, what's your message, what's your Facebook, what's your personal Facebook, what's your Twitter, what's your Instagram, what all your social platforms say about you when you're not looking and when you're not there, right? That's what they call branding too, right? So branding is when people say stuff about you, but you're not necessarily there. And I think I would just start there, just get out there and meet people. This is gonna be a long video, but like, they're gonna look at your content. That's also included in your reputation, your content, your Facebook videos, the stuff that you put out. So right away when Jonathan saw my videos, he was hooked. He told me, he's like, your stuff, your craft, and I'm good, I believe in you. And that sold him. And that's like a portfolio for a photographer, right? That's like, you got the chops, you got the proof, let me see your portfolio, good, okay, cool. So if you are out there trying to maybe pitch investors, right, or get people to invest in you, or you're gonna start a Kickstarter, like, do you have proof that you know your stuff, or that you are in alignment with what you're asking for, right? And I wasn't directly asking for sponsorship. It actually came up through conversation where I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go Podcast Movement. I need to raise like $2,000 because it's a long ass trip, and the flight and the hotel and the car and the food and all this stuff, and it's probably gonna be about $2,000. And we came up to talking, and it led to this thing, and now they were like, okay, we can comfortably and confidently give you this amount of money in exchange for this, like I just told you guys, right? So that was cool. I was like, yes, thank you, I need that, thank you. And so that's how that happened. You have to start that, and that starts, I believe, with service. And service can be chalked up into your reputation, your brand, your content, you going out there and meeting people in real life, online, going to events, right? So just getting yourself, just putting yourself out there and creating those opportunities for yourself. And yeah, I just didn't know it would come to this. I'm very grateful to them. I'm so happy to be working with them. Even if they sponsored me $20, I would still be making this same exact video. So it doesn't matter the amount that they're sponsoring me. It's the relationship that I cherish. And I think that's something that I encourage a lot of you guys to focus on, to building those relationships. Very genuine, albeit filtered, right? Filtered relationships, judged by you. And, yeah, so that's how I got sponsored. I hope that there's more opportunities that come like that in the future, that just kind of arrive, that just kind of come out organically because of the relationship that I have with said person or said company or whatever. I love that. So that's it for this video, guys. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them there. I'll be sure to answer them. Yeah, if you want to learn more about Podcast Movement, that link is in the description. I'm going to be doing a little hangout for my peeps only over there, where you'll come up to the room and we'll chit chat for however long, an hour or two or whatever, and we'll talk about video, we'll talk about your business, and it'll be just like a little private workshop for you and I, right, or whoever comes. And I really got to check that with my roommates. But I'm sure they'll be okay with it. But that's what's going on, and more details and stuff like that in the links below. And yeah, good things. Also, there's a couple other free events going on. There's one going on in June. Let me know in the comments if you want more details about that. And if you're local here, it's going to be in Mission Viejo. I forget the date at the moment right now, but I'll put it in the description. But I'll put it in the comments if you're interested, okay? So, good things. Once again, my name is Meg, reminding you to get in the lab. Sorry this video was long. Peace out.